Hello and welcome, guys, to our next episode of Football Fanatics. Me, Arun, and Gokul are back again with all the reviews of the past week in Prem. And we
Yeah,
had a very disappointing week last week.
yeah,
And
it was
oh
really
my
disappointing.
God, I wasn't expecting this, man. Seriously. Oh,
Yeah,
uh, it took me a while. The thing was, the game started so early, and the whole weekend was crashed for me because of that. It was all in
yeah,
that mood, man. You know.
exactly.
Well, let's
Everything
begin
went.
with all the results.
Yeah,
Let's start with the big one. Uh, Chelsea versus Man City.
yeah.
Did you get the match? I mean, did you watch the match or replays?
No, I was just switching between United and Chelsea match. Yeah,
I was
just
watching the match, but we started off so defensively that match when I was watching. It was just so horrible. It was so horrible. I mean, I know as a Chelsea, we are a very defensive team, but that day we were so defensive. We gave a lot of respect to, I mean, Pep Guardiola's team. I mean, we were set back from the get go. And as soon as we lost the ball, there were three players of Man City, surrounding our players, and we couldn't press the ball at all from our box end. And it was really pathetic watching us playing so defensive football. Because we could play, I mean, attacking football, but this was just really bad from us on this Saturday.
yeah, exactly. And City just was really bad because
Yeah,
I saw when one player is getting all three players after them.
yeah,
That was really hard. Yeah, they played really well.
yeah. The City actually played an extra midfielder as well, and we on the completely contrary, we actually took out Mason. I mean, we have a lot of completely defensive setup, whole lot of defensive. We have N'Golo Kante,
Yeah,
there we have Kovacic, we had so many defensive players, and we couldn't attack at all. Lukaku didn't get any balls in the whole game.
yeah, he's in good. And it was surprised that Werner started in place of Howard.
I mean, I was expecting Werner and Lukaku to start at some point because I think that was the plan before we got Lukaku because those both will be playing off the balls, and Lukaku will be taking off balls from Werner, and Werner will do the same from Lukaku. That was the point, but Werner was the better player in that game. If you if you believe me or not, he was the better
Yeah,
player in that game.
yeah, exactly. But I feel that Chelsea are missing Howard because he could have been a little more creative
Yeah,
with passing and
but
this movement.
so that's the thing. When Havertz came in, I didn't see exactly. Apart from that, that blitz of a small offside goal that we saw from Havertz, the play from Havertz and Lukaku. I didn't see much from Havertz as well. The problem, what I saw from our side on that day was we were playing completely defensive.
Yeah, they will give like too much respect to City because
Yeah.
they're playing like very defensive football.
And as soon as we considered a goal, we started playing attacking. I mean, why couldn't have we done that from the start? We were looking
Yeah,
much better when once we started playing that attacking football, and that was really depressing to see that what I was expecting was a very equal fight between those both. It
yeah,
didn't
even
turn
yeah,
out to be that. I mean,
yeah,
fair play to City. They showed us who's still the champions of Premier League, didn't they?
yeah. Exactly. They showed how they win the Premier League like
Yeah,
completely.
they
Like,
put down a
yeah,
marker.
but Guardiola was like he has to win this. He was like that. He has
Yeah,
to win because he lost three times to City, Chelsea last year. So this one he has to get it over Tuchel. And I think he came up with good plans,
yeah.
playing that extra midfielder. Yeah,
It was so depressing to watch my team actually. But Man City, on the other hand, they were high pressing the whole time. I mean, Jack Grealish again, the whole side he was
yeah,
covering as Pelikuta. I mean, and the dismissal of James at the beginning of the game due to injury, and that was bit off-putting as
yeah.
well.
That
And
was
when
exactly.
when I saw it was first half 0-0, and I was thinking like at least we would go. We would. I mean, Lucal is usually known to make second half changes, good second half changes, and I was expecting there would be some good changes in second half. But my God, it was again the same defensive role. I think I don't know what to put this to. It's not the end of the world that we lost a match. It's not that bad. It's still the champions that we lost to. But then again, the loss still hurts. This could have easily been a 6-pointer match.
Yeah, because if you had won, then City would have been 6 points adrift for Chelsea.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a big match, but still, yeah, it's okay for Chelsea because it's only 1 point like below the top. It's okay.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, we have set off. I mean, Juventus. We meet Juventus in Champions League this week, And after that, we have
Yeah.
set off a lot of easy games. I don't know if you can call easy games
Exactly.
because we have Southampton, Brentford, and others.
Yeah, you have got a good run of games
We have
that
good
you
run of
can.
games. Yeah. I mean, we can bounce back, but as of now, this really put my mood up because Man City. I was really targeting. I wanted Chelsea to set up a marker against Man City. Like, yes, we are here, we are here, we are here for the Premier League. But that, I mean, I wouldn't have felt this bad if we would have played well and lost. But that game could have easily been 3-0, 4-0 from Man City side.
Yeah, exactly. I think release me some chances, good chance.
I mean, I would say Edu did fantastic saves in that
Yeah,
game.
yeah, great saves. Yeah,
It's
he
really
always comes up
fantastic
with
saves.
saves.
Yeah. If it wasn't
Yeah,
for Mendy, you would have easily lost for like 3-0 or 4-0.
yeah,
Because,
exactly.
I mean,
They
people say
gave a
our
good
defense
chance.
is so good, but that match, I couldn't see that.
Yeah, because we played so defensive because and a lot of pressure on the defense. So it was like they created a lot of chances.
Yeah.
Man City.
I think Tuchel got it wrong in this match completely.
Yeah, I think he showed too much like too much respect to Man City because
Mm,
Chelsea got a good team and he could have played attacking football.
yeah.
Still, yeah, but still,
I mean,
okay. It's
having
only
just
one.
one shot in our own home is not, this is not an encouraging thought.
Yeah,
And shows how good are Man City on their day.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it shows how far we are still. I mean, when I was watching them pressing the ball, it was so sweet to watch them, and we couldn't get the ball the whole half. They had the ball, they had everything. If they had a striker, who knows what could have been the scoreline?
exactly. Then it would have been like a two,
Yeah,
three goals. Goal. But yeah, that was the pressing was like really, really great by
yeah.
Man City players. They
We
were
couldn't
running
get out
like
of our box. We couldn't get out of the box half the time. And once we
yeah,
considered, we started opening up. I think that was a mistake. We should have opened up from the get go. We should have opened up from the get go. Sure, we could have considered one or two goals, but we could have given them a fight. But after
exactly.
considering, Man City too have great defenders. Let's not
Yeah,
forget, they
that
have
was
great
great.
defenders too.
Yeah, Dias, Laporte, they played well. Yeah, but they didn't have much work to do, but still they played well.
They played well.
They had
They kept the balls. I mean, we should have been much more adventurous in the second half at least. And I personally think we missed James to an extent because he does great. He put in great balls in the
yeah,
matches.
he could have made a difference because he make good runs and put the goals in the box. Then Lucas would have got at the end of the goal. Yeah, you missed the James, I think.
Yeah, and I can also think that Chelsea squad was a bit tired playing. There was a lot of hard games. Let's not kid ourselves. There were a lot of hard games before this. It could have
Yeah,
easily been fatigue a little bit, but let's see how they bounce back against Juventus. That will be a big match for them.
yeah, big match coming up
Yeah.
in the Champions League.
Let's hope they come back again. And Man City, or kudos to all Man City guys. I mean, they were absolutely brilliant that weekend. They knew what they had to do. They took the revenge of I don't know, a Champions League. But then again, it's not exactly Champions League. It's just a league game.
Yeah,
We won when it mattered. So this is still okay. Not the end of the world. Let's just bounce back in the next game and let's move on.
yeah,
That's what I would say. Yeah, we're still in equal in points. So it's not the end
yeah.
of the world. So if you win
Only
all
1 point
that,
difference.
yeah, I don't think Man City and are in the same points. I think.
Yeah, Liverpool are 1 point.
Yeah. So that's the thing. If we start winning all our matches, which we should win against, I mean, like teams like Southampton, Brentford, we could do we could actually do good. We could actually come up
Yeah,
somewhere
exactly.
above.
Yeah. Chelsea have got good games coming up. So yeah, it's like pretty easy matches comparing to what you got.
Comparatively. Yeah. So it would be interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah,
Moving on to next match, we had Manchester United Aston Villa.
very disappointing match.
I could get
Oh
very,
man,
I mean, very less of the match. You tell me, Gokul, how was the match?
it was terrible to watch United play. And yeah, all like Aston Villa were controlling the game at home of Manchester United. They were controlling the game. They were dominating the midfield again. Again, the midfield is a concern area for United, and they considered a goal. Then we got some chances, but he didn't take. Greenwood got good chances. He made good runs, but the finishing was missing. Ronaldo could not get any at the end of goal. So yeah, it was very disappointing. And that and Luke Shaw got injured. Harry
Luke
Maguire
Shaw
got
got
injured.
injured, yeah.
Yeah,
That's a big blow. How bad is the injury? Is any idea?
yeah, they didn't till the extent of the injury, they told they need to have scans and then only then they can tell. But yeah, they will be missing the Champions League matches for sure.
Yeah. Who both
So,
Maguire and Luke Shaw, is it?
so yeah, and on top of that, Van Bissaka got red card. So only
Aren't you,
Varane
aren't you, aren't you guys facing Villarreal this time?
yeah,
Oh,
Villarreal.
okay.
Only
all the remembrance of
Varane is
Europa League final again.
only Rafael Varane is there. We have to put in 3 new defenders.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
pass the ball to Ronaldo then. He'll do the rest. At least
but
you have
that's a big
Ronaldo in
problem.
Champions League, so that's a good news.
But we couldn't get Ronaldo on the ball like against Villa. That
Uh,
played really well.
when I was watching replay of Manchester United and Aston Villa, I was seeing Ronaldo not making that much runs. It felt like he was conserving a lot of energy. But
Yeah, he didn't get much of the ball too. And him United didn't create that much chances against Villa. But the chances got to Greenwood got some chances, but he couldn't finish. He made good runs, but he couldn't finish. Then at the last, the penalty drama.
yeah, the penalty
Bruno
drama.
missed the penalty. It
I mean,
was
I
like
think
really,
Aston Villa missed 2 goals. I missed 2 clear chances too. I mean, 2 great chances. I
yeah,
think.
they created they created chances. They got chances. De Gea made good save, like one-on-one save of LA Watkins. Yeah, so they were the dominant side. Like even in Old Trafford, they
No,
played really well.
I told you, Aston Villa, we played Aston Villa twice in a week. They felt very dominant. That's the thing. They felt pretty dominant. I told it wouldn't be an easy game going. I mean, Aston Villa coming to Old Trafford. And 1-0, and that was a terrible penalty from Bruno Fernandes. Not expecting from Bruno Fernandes this thing.
Yeah,
That
so I think he had the pressure of Ronaldo at the back. He knew he had to score because there is Ronaldo, and if he misses, then everybody will be on him. He had that pressure, and Martinez made a big scenes also.
I mean, Martinez was playing all the mind
Yeah,
games he could there.
exactly. He was telling Ronaldo, "You take it, you take it." So he caught at the end of Bruno, and yeah,
I mean, what was the? I'm not really against Bruno taking the penalty, but when you have Ronaldo, I don't see a point of giving Bruno a penalty there at this moment. It's not like you are winning. You're giving Bruno a penalty.
yeah, that's it. Exactly.
Eh,
It was ideal that Ronaldo took the penalty because at the pressure situation and he's an experienced guy, And penalties, I think he has a good conversation rate also. But yeah, it was
yeah.
surprise, but still he missed it. And we didn't expect Bruno to miss like that. But still,
Yeah, I
that
mean,
happened.
nobody expected there to Bruno to miss, and also the foul coming around from Courtney House, the guy who actually scored the goal.
Who scored the goal? Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
so he could have easily been the villain of the game, but yeah, Bruno Fernandes misses the penalty, and Manchester United have their loss again. I mean, this is a pretty bad month for Manchester United, to be honest.
Yeah, losing in Champions League, EFL, now in Premier League, yeah, it's
Premier
pretty
League,
bad week.
yeah. I mean, Manchester United is coming up with some. I mean, they have had easy runs. I think Manchester United. I mean, they are yet to come up with some strong teams. I think they're going to face
Now,
Liverpool
now
and
it's,
Man City soon.
yeah, no, next they will face Everton, then Leicester, then Liverpool, then Tottenham. Yeah, big games are coming up.
Yeah, it's all hard games now. Now Manchester United could easily put a run, but it's pretty hard now. I think
Yeah,
this segment of tough games will decide Ole's future. That's what I think personally. I think how much can Manchester United both take, even though Ole is in charge.
yeah. I think it's a very bad situation right now. And at least now we have to show the response now. And it's very hard without the defenders
Yeah.
against Villarreal. We know Villarreal.
I definitely think Manchester United needs to come back pretty strong in the
Yeah.
Champions League. I think they need to make a statement. But
Hmm.
where's the game at? Is it at Old Trafford or is it at their stadium?
Uh, it's at Old Trafford.
It's at Old Trafford. You must have crowd, so I think it should be a fairly well, I don't say it's one sided because we know Villarreal, they can always score with
Villarreal.
goals, but this is I mean it should be an
But if
easier
we,
game with Ronaldo.
but if we are expecting to go through the group, then we have to win this match.
Yeah, you have to definitely win this match because
Otherwise we are in
you've
big
already
trouble.
lost actual easy match. This is definitely a must win here.
At home we should win.
Yeah, I don't think United can take another Europa League. Honestly,
With Ronaldo we can't.
with Ronaldo, I don't really think you can. I mean, going forward with this Aston Villa team, we saw them coming back really strong again. I mean,
Yeah.
how far do you think Aston Villa can take this form? Because they look strong, but then they're not able to finish off the chances. But they did against United. It looks pretty,
Yeah, I think they'll go like really good. Like even like last year, they can repeat the performance of last year because
mm,
they're looking good. And against the
yeah,
big teams, they're playing well.
yeah.
Even
Against the big
away.
teams, they're playing pretty well, actually. Yes,
Yeah. So I think they're in good pace right now, and they should keep carrying like the way they're playing. And
yeah.
the surprise was that they took the game to United. They were not defending; they were attacking from the set go. It was a big surprise.
That was a big surprise for me as well. The point with Manchester United was when I was watching. I mean, they don't play as a team properly. That's a problem. If they could
Yeah,
actually turn over as a team, that could be much better. They pretty much rely on individual brilliance a lot more than
yeah,
a team.
that's a problem with Ole. He doesn't set up the team. Like he just lets the team go and they let them explode. So that he needs the individual brilliance to win matches. There is no like a perfect tactics and also 11 and all that.
Yeah, the need of CDM becomes even more evident right now. Actually,
Yeah, it's it's
it's,
glowing right now. The
it's
problem.
way more evident actually that Manchester United need evident because they can't cap the goals from the between. I mean, people are just running, taking off balls from there, and I don't really see Fred and McTominay doing much there as well. So I
Yeah,
think
they
this
are
is
not waiting for
definitely a
the
time. I think January should be the window where they should actually try for at least a backup CDM somehow, to at least sustain this
yeah.
season.
I guess we need a like playing who can start in the playing eleven because we already have a lot of CDMs, but
But
we
that's
need
the
a
thing. Will you get? I mean, that kind of a player in this January? It's very hard. You don't see big
yeah,
transfers
it's the
happening in
problem.
January.
Hmm. It's very rare to get a good player in January.
Mm,
But yeah, but if we are getting, then we should get the proper CDM, like not a backup, because we
mm.
already have a lot of backups in the midfielders.
Yeah, I get it. Donny Van de Beek is sitting in the bench, so yeah, I can
Yeah,
understand. I can understand.
exactly.
Talking about the next game, we go. North London derby, Arsenal versus Spurs. Uh,
Oh, the surprise, big surprise from Arsenal.
I told you Arsenal look good and Spurs are pathetic. I mean, I was watching
Yeah,
Spurs because I easily scored 6 goals the second half, and
yeah,
that's how weak they were. Really poor side. It's what I would give credit to Arsenal. Yes, they were good, but what I would say is they wouldn't face an easier side than Spurs
right
after
now,
this.
yeah,
Yeah, it
exactly.
was
Yeah,
too
Spurs
easy,
just
too
didn't
easy.
turn up. Yeah, Spurs just didn't turn up. It was really bad, pathetic performance from Spurs.
Yeah, they lost the plot
I
in first half. That's what I think. They lost the
Yeah,
whole plot in first half.
they completely lost it in the
Yeah,
first half.
Harry Kane
I
looks
know,
lazy. Harry Kane looks
yeah,
slow, lazy. That he's not making runs, not taking the balls. Shadow of a
yeah,
player what we saw last season.
yeah. He's looking very unhappy at the moment. Right?
I mean, this is a risk that we took by not selling him. So, and Harry Kane should not be losing these. I mean, it should not be putting in these kind of performances. Actually, to be frank,
Yeah,
he should be making
he's
at
the
least some
captain.
hard ones. I mean, he came out in second half, but that's not enough when you're already 3-0 down.
Yeah, that was just a reaction of the 3-0 down. It was like, yeah, even I couldn't get that because I didn't expect Spurs to be this bad against Arsenal. It was a big surprise.
Now, I wasn't surprised that I lost 3-0 because I could see Spurs, playing that bad. And the backline is so bad. I mean, and the problem, what I couldn't get is Spurs got in some new players this season, like Christian Romero and a lot of other players, and all were on bench on the start. I mean, they had 5 players. I mean, they
Yeah,
got 5 to 4 players this window, and none of them are starting in the lineup.
yeah, that was. They're still like going with Diaz, like Daya and Sanchez. I think yeah, Romero is a good player, good defender. We saw in Copa America, he was looking like he made the defense better for Argentina because we know the Argentina defense is very bad. He
Zero
played really well.
creativity, zero creativity from Spurs side completely. I see.
Yeah, that was nothing.
I
It
mean,
was
apart
like
from Son actually wanting to create something, and he did create a goal, but apart from him, there was nothing. There was nothing in the Spurs.
in the first half, it was like zero. They were never in the game in the first half. And
Yeah.
second half, yeah, they came back a little bit because of the 3-0 down. They reacted a little bit.
What
So it
about
was
the
like,
penalty call out that Harry Kane was not given then?
yeah, it was really close. I think they could have given that penalty, but yeah, it's still like 50-50, I guess.
Yeah, you think it was a referee's call?
Yeah, I think it was a free throw.
Yeah, I personally think at least Spurs should have at least been persuasive, going towards referee and actually asking for a penalty. But I didn't see a captain in whole Spurs team. That's the
Yeah,
problem.
they even bothered to do that.
He didn't even bother to do that. I don't see a captain in Spurs team. They didn't even try to persuade. I mean, this could have easily been a penalty because this was looking like more likely a penalty when you keep seeing it on a replay. And
Yeah, they
then,
couldn't.
and none of the players forced it. And the Spurs team looked in abysmal pain in the first half. They had to come back in second, and Arsenal kind of dropped off in second half, to be frank.
Yeah,
And 3-0 was a goal, but it could easily been more. Could have easily been more.
yeah, yeah. Arsenal could have got 2, 3 goals more because yeah,
Yeah.
they were pathetic. So,
I mean, talking about Arsenal now. Emil Smith Rowe, great player. I mean, great
yeah,
game. He had a great game.
he
You
has
know,
great team.
justifying his number 10. I was brilliant in that game. Bukayo Saka again was pretty good. Ben
Was
White
pretty
was
good.
solid. Aaron
Yeah, he was.
Ramsdale looked actually. I mean, he was firing up the whole defense. So
Yeah, he made a couple of good saves too. One of the
I mean, he was
games.
completely firing up the defense, and he was. I mean, I like the part where crowd was completely jogging up the whole. Whole Arsenal team. It was a good match. It was a good match to watch,
Right.
actually.
And yeah, and this Emil Smith Rowe and Odegaard, they were getting a lot of spaces in
Hmm.
midfield.
Odegaard especially, I feel
Yeah, those were
he had
not,
a lot of space when he was running into the
yeah,
D
those
box.
were not closing down. Yeah, they were like not just closing down, not just pressuring. Yeah, they still got a lot of spaces, and yeah, if good players get space, they can do magic, and
Yeah,
they did.
and and my problem is they took out Jose Mourinho for being more defensive, and they got in Nuno Espirito Santo, who is literally
Yeah,
like son of Jose. I mean,
yeah, that's
he
what I
comes
didn't
in.
get that.
He doesn't have a react. He doesn't even have a reaction when they are starting to lose. He's just holding his hands and just standing like this, and just doing nothing. And I don't expect that from a manager. I was angry when Lampard used to do that too. I was really angry when Lampard used to have no reaction on touchline. I was a manager. You need to have reaction. You need to fire up players. That's not
Yeah,
the way you stand. And I was really disappointed from Nuno. And
no, no.
and Nuno used to have a great gameplay when he used to play with Wolves. He was one of the best sides to watch out of top four
Yeah,
when they used to play when they came in new
yeah,
in
it's
Premier
really,
League.
yeah, really, they were really hard to beat. No, it's first like they're like rolling over.
Yeah, they completely got rolled over, actually, to be honest. And Arsenal were enjoying it the whole moment, the crowd and everything. I mean, it's a big thing around not on a derby for them. I think it was a 100th
Yeah.
anniversary also or something. And it was a brilliant game from
And
them.
the legends were there. Thierry Henry was there.
Henri was there,
So,
of course. It would have been a great experience from him as well. But yeah,
yeah,
this was a great game again.
it was a great
And
game. Yeah.
Spurs, being Spursy, lost this one. I don't know how far they're gonna go again. I don't honestly don't see if they continue this kind of
Yeah,
form. Yeah, I don't see them coming in top six. I don't see them winning anything. I mean, Spurs looked good in the first 3 games, but they have just lost the form so
lost the
bad
plot, yeah.
completely. Yeah, and Arsenal, I don't really see Arsenal that good compared to Spurs were really bad.
Yeah, I think yeah, that's the thing. Spurs were really bad. That's why Arsenal played well. But we cannot. Yeah, but still we should tell praise Arsenal because
Yeah,
they had
absolutely. I absolutely adored, Aaron Ramsdale, Ben White, and Bukayo Saka and Emil Smith. So they were brilliant in the game. Brilliant in the game. Odegaard was brilliant in the game.
they got
So players were really good in the game. So I definitely give them credit. But Spurs were really bad. Let's not take it away from Spurs. They were really bad in the game. Let's go to the next one. This was a really good game. I actually, this was one of the best games I saw in this. This is Brentford versus Liverpool.
so it was great for that.
That was a great. I think that was the
Yeah,
best match of this week. And
exactly.
Brentford,
Yeah,
my God, they gave a fight, man. They gave a fight.
they
I
were
think
really like they
I
were
think
not going down.
they are a team to watch out this season. To be honest,
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
were
not
a
in the top
surprise.
four wise or top four wise, but they are great entertainers.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, not top four. Yeah, like they're definitely not going down. That's for sure because we saw how they are
Yeah,
fighting against Liverpool, coming back again, coming back. Oh, it was great
I mean,
attack. They
Liverpool
were
came back. To
attacking.
be honest, the first goal was scored by Brentford. Uh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
mean, I mean, Liverpool. Yeah, let's talk about Liverpool in a while. But let's go to Brentford. They were brilliant in the game. They had great
yeah,
balance in attack and defense.
yeah, and they were showing the passion. They were there to win the match. The
Exactly,
whole team was
exactly.
fired up.
I
The
mean, Ivan
goalkeeper, oh,
Tony. Ivan Toney needs a lot of praise for this game. He was running the show. He was running the show there. The goalkeeper, yes.
Goalkeeper is some terrific save, oh man.
He was yeah, exactly. And there was Jurgen Klopp also praised the goalkeeper, saying that he should have number 10 on his back. The passes he made was absolutely brilliant. You know, and seeing this Brentford side, they are they are not like a lead sides we saw last year. They are quite physical. Brentford side, a lot of players are quite physical, quite tall, good in the box. I mean, they have great shape. They don't break their formation for anything. I mean, the defense is quite good. Let's be good. Let's be honest. Their defense is quite good. The formation is quite tight, and while going forward, they actually attack pretty well too. They press pretty well too. I mean, they pressed Liverpool to hell in that game. I mean, imagine a team with Van Dijk and Trent Alexander-Arnold getting pressed so badly with these players.
Exactly. They just made hell of the defenders.
Yeah, I can't get enough of Ivan Toney. He was just absolutely brilliant in the game.
Yeah, it was dominating.
He was absolutely dominating. I mean, I really wanted, Brentford to win this game.
But still, they took a point. It was great.
It was great. It was great. It was great. Absolutely, I loved it. And this Brentford side, I honestly see them staying in this Premier League this time. I mean, they're the best of the bunch. I feel they're the best of the bunch. What have they come up this year?
They're here to stay.
There's some nice football to watch from these people, and the manager is pretty good. What Brentford give is hopes to all those teams who are in League One and League Two. I mean, if you get in a good good owner and put some structure in, you can actually come back to Premier League and actually give that fantastic game like Brentford gave to Liverpool. It was just brilliant to watch, and it's just so nice to see them play in Premier League in such high level, and not taking it for granted and playing to their full extent. And it was brilliant to watch from Brentford.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, they were there to win the match. They were not defending. They were not there to just make up the numbers. Yeah, they showed that they were here to win the match. And against Liverpool, the performance that was great.
It was absolutely great. It reminded me of a Leeds versus Liverpool match when Leeds came up the first time last year. But
first match.
But the only thing, Leeds lost that match, and Brentford actually managed to get a draw. Yeah, but this was beautiful match. Absolutely beautiful match.
It was great to watch.
Yeah, and talking about now Liverpool again. What do I say? I mean, a lot of Liverpool fans are still Liverpool is still at the top, but this is definitely something to see at. I mean, this is still a championship side which has just come up, and you still let 3 goals in from these people.
Yeah, I think the defense showed up. Defensive players, because they were struggling with the balls into the box. They were struggling with the air balls into the box. Ivan Toney was dominating them. Yeah, it's a little bit worrying for Liverpool.
I think a really physical side can dominate Liverpool. We saw Brentford's forwards are actually pretty, physical, pretty built up, and they actually, and I would not say bullied, but more enough, almost bullied. Van Dijk and Trent Alexander. They couldn't get any balls. I think Van Dijk lost, 5 out of 7 duels or something. That was pretty bad for Van Dijk. And Brentford, on the other hand, they were creating runs. They were pressing Liverpool. It's not like they were counterattacking. They were pressing Liverpool legitimately. And Liverpool can. A lot of Liverpool fans were saying me that we lost, and they were saying me we're the one of the most overrated manager and overrated team and all those things. Now we see Liverpool losing to this Brentford team, and they were like, this is just a one-off. And Brentford is going to cause a lot of trouble to all teams. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's for sure.
We know that's going to create a lot of teams, but you should still not be letting in 3 goals from a Brentford side.
Yeah, come on, yeah.
Let's be honest. If you want to become a champ, if you're going to become a Premier League champions again, you don't let in 3 goals from that side. But yeah.
And it was a great goal by Liverpool, that Jones goal it was a great goal.
Yeah. That was a great goal. And there was a lot of, there were a lot of good goals in that match. And that's the thing. This was a highlight match for me the whole week. And this was...
Yeah, it was the greatest match.
It's a great match. Yeah, but Chelsea match was really disappointing. It was really hurting me. Till that point, it was really hurting me. I was literally praying for Liverpool to lose that game so badly. And
even I was. United match, I was disappointed.
And thanks to Brentford, they saved us. At least, there's just 1 point gap, and we know that we can catch up to them if this is just a 1 point thing. So
and next week it's Liverpool City, so Somebody
There,
is
there
going.
ought to be someone
going
losing the points. I don't
yeah,
know what to think about it. I hope it's just a draw and both the team lose points. That's
yeah.
the
That
best.
would be better.
Let's. I think a lot of other games were there, and Leeds versus West Ham. This was a great game
Yeah,
too, actually.
it was a great game, and Antonio popped up at the last with the winner.
He,
So
he
that
he-
it was
he's man
expected.
of the moment. He
Yeah,
pop,
he's coming.
he comes up the last moment and he scores goals. I mean, if he was there in that West Ham game against United in Prem,
Then it was
it
pretty
could
hard
have
one.
been a whole different results.
Yeah, then it would have been lost for United.
Mm,
Yeah, this is like Leeds again losing. It was very hard for them at home.
yeah,
They should have started winning now. For if they had to like match last year's performance, now they're like still struggling at the moment.
yeah.
And
They
yeah,
might come
West
back
Ham.
still, but Leeds
Hmm.
again losing these. I mean, Leeds actually needs a run of games right now. Good run of games.
Hmm. Yeah, they have to start winning now because now they've started really badly.
Yeah, where,
I
where are
think they have
Leeds right now in the tournament table? Actually, right now.
they have only 3 points, I guess. Like they are 18th now.
Ah, relegation.
Yeah,
Okay, back to championship Leeds.
six.
Who
Yeah, they
knows?
have not won. Three lost, three draws.
Uh, I mean, where's Watford again?
Watford, they won two matches, right? They are 12, like with 7 points,
Yeah,
two wins and
I
one
think
draw.
Leeds needs to pick up the pace right now because Watford and
Yeah,
Brentford are not looking like teams that is going to go down. Watford are
yeah,
playing well. They're getting draws. They're getting odd wins, and they're actually
yeah,
maintaining pretty well.
yeah. Now, yeah, Leeds have to start winning now. Otherwise, they will be under big pressure.
Yeah. Talking about West Ham, I mean, when Antonio is there, they look like invincibles, and they're playing like it. They have a good squad, and they just need a striker, and that's Antonio.
Yeah, if if they can keep him fit and firing, then they are looking good
Yeah,
for
I
matches.
genuinely think they can end up in top six at least. If they keep
Yeah,
playing well. I don't see Leicester
yeah, they
coming
can.
in top six this time because I think they have had a
Yeah,
weird
that's
start.
a good.
So yeah, West Ham are going to do good,
Yeah,
and
West
Leeds.
Ham can match last year's performance, I guess.
Yeah, I
If
think they
they're,
can. I do. I think they can. Yeah. Moving on to next match, we had Everton Norwich. I mean, we
yeah,
kind of knew
that's
what's going to
expected.
happen. 2-0
Yeah,
Norwich. They didn't. They don't have a single win till now, right?
no, they lost.
Uh, that's pretty
Six,
bad from Norwich
six,
side.
six lost.
I think this will
Zero
be
points.
this was an easy. I mean, any team that's going to play Norwich is going to be an easy walkover. I think.
Yeah, it's pretty easy match. Yeah,
Yeah.
and Everton were without Richarlison and Calvert
Calvert
Lewin.
Lewin, yeah. I couldn't get the
Still they
match,
won.
but yeah, I knew Everton was going to win this one.
Yeah,
I
it was
mean, it was
obvious.
much easier. It was pretty obvious. And Norwich are already booking tickets to championship.
Hmm.
So
I think yeah, they're fixed the 20th spot.
yeah,
There.
I honestly don't see them staying anyway. I mean, we know they're the biggest yo-yo club. See you next year or something. See you there. I mean, 2023 or something when you come back again from championship. I mean, they
Yeah,
definitely needed some proper transfers, and they just couldn't do it. And Everton, on the other hand, they're playing decent. They're winning games. Which one they should, and they're doing it well. I think
they're pretty good
they'll
now.
be okay. They'll be okay. I think with Rafa Benitez at helm, I think they're doing much better actually.
Hmm.
Uh, you
Yeah,
know,
he has made them stable.
After Ancelotti left, it was pretty much a mayhem. And I mean,
Hmm.
I think now Rafa Benitez comes in, removes Rodriguez out of team, gets into a
Hmm.
team playing properly. I think the bad blood between Rafa Benitez and the Evertonians it's a little bit dialed
Yeah,
down
it's
now.
matching up.
Yeah, it's a bit dialed down now because they're winning. I mean, winning causes good
Yeah,
moments, and it's pretty
yeah, and they're,
obvious.
they're they're playing well too. Like they're playing
They're
well.
playing well too. I mean, you see Everton, they have organization. I mean, the good organization, and they're playing pretty well. So yeah, for now, I don't think they have played any big sides yet. I think they're yet to face
No, no.
any proper big sides.
Yeah, they have
Only
to face
then we'll
it.
start judging Everton. For now,
Actually,
they are
yeah,
winning all the teams they should win.
yeah, exactly.
And
They're
Norwich,
big.
I think, bye bye Norwich. I mean, what else to say?
I
Leicester
think
Burnley again. Next match.
so. It was a roller coaster.
I don't know what. This was funny again for me. I mean, it was Jamie Vardy's day in that scoring
He
goals
scored
for
a
opponents, scoring goals for
uh,
his team. Burnley, classic Burnley. They're starting to lose games. They're starting to draw games. I mean, they always do this, and they kind of float between 17, 16, and they can end up in 15 somewhere there, and they survive.
Yeah. Somehow they'll survive.
They survive. Burnley, I'm confident on Sean Dyche. He makes things happen.
Yeah, he'll
He's
keep them up.
he'll keep them up. He'll definitely keep them up. He's going to get those odd results and going to keep them up. See, he got a draw from Leicester. If I generally didn't think Burnley is going to win this game with Leicester. If you remember the Leicester from last year, and Leicester go to Burnley, it's obvious Leicester going to win. But
Yeah.
Burnley got points from here as well. And I definitely think Burnley's going to. And Leeds, Newcastle United, and definitely Norwich. And we have Southampton. These are the relegation things. I think this year again, Watford and Brentford I might stay up. I mean, Brentford definitely. I think they have already gotten a lot of points from a good team, so I think they might stay up. But Watford look on the way to stay up too.
Yeah, they're playing well too, right? Yeah. So I think they will be like pretty good, I guess.
Yeah.
And I see a lot of other teams like struggling, so I see them like staying up.
That's the thing. Leicester, Burnley again. Burnley, they'll survive. We know Leicester again. Again another draw. They've lost the momentum. They've lost the momentum they've generated from past 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. At home they had to win this match.
It's
okay. They at least got a point. Like
I mean, you don't expect Leicester to exactly finish in top 4 or win any European cups, but you expect them to stay there. I mean, I wouldn't have said this before 10 years, but yeah, the situation Leicester are in, I think they should stay up in top 6, and they can still manage it. Yeah, at least in top 8, and it's not a lot, and it's not a big thing for them. Even if they end up in top 8, they're a good run club. They're going to, fix this pretty well actually. But that I trust in Leicester City, so it's not an end of
they'll come back.
Yeah, they'll come back this year, maybe next year. It's not a big deal for them. They already won an FA Cup last year, so it's anyway a big achievement for them.
Yeah, it's a great achievement. And they won the Community Shield too, right? Community Shield also they won.
Community Shield.
Did
they defeat City? Did they defeat City? I don't remember, but it's already.
They won 1-0.
Oh, okay. And then it's already a great year for them. So it's okay. It's already a great year for them. And I think Leicester City can dial down this year and can get in some another great transfers and come back stronger next season. I mean, they're doing good.
Yeah, they will come back.
Yeah.
Fine for them.
Let's talk about Watford and Newcastle. Again, bang on 1-1 draw. I mean, we predicted it pretty well. Newcastle again.
Yeah, it was a good goal from Longstaff.
Yeah, I'm not going to rate Newcastle as long as Callum Wilson is out. That's the thing. They're playing without. Yeah, they're literally playing without teeth. So Watford, on the other hand, Ismail Sarr, he's been brilliant. He's been absolutely brilliant.
He started the Premier League with great.
Yeah, right pace, good amount of ball control, and in that Watford team, he looks like an absolute genius.
Yeah, he's looking great, and he's finishing off the most too. He's scoring goals, he's creating goals. Yeah, so it's great for him.
Yeah,
and they're looking good to stay in the Premier League.
I think they can stay up. I think they can. I can honestly think they can stay up if they get these kind of odd points from the teams. I mean, Newcastle is a side. Newcastle is their competitor, if you actually ask me, and they got actually a front from them. And that's a pretty good game actually from Watford. If they kind of get these kind of points from all these games, I absolutely think they can stay up.
Yeah, and in odd wins, they're good to stay because they got a pretty good squad, I guess. The band squad, they can stay.
Talking about Southampton and Wolves, then I think Wolves were great in that game.
Finally, Jimenez scores.
Jimenez scores that goal.
That's a great goal.
That was a great goal. And Southampton were pretty bad.
Yeah,
they're pretty bad.
I think they are serious relegation contenders right now. They're in trouble.
I mean, they don't have the players to do it anymore. They already sell their best players, and now they are seeing the results of it.
They sold their centre back and their striker. Yeah, it's really bad for them.
Yeah, and we were expecting a good performance from Wolves, and because they had a good run of games, so we were expecting somewhere to pop up, and it came against Southampton.
Yeah, it came over.
But still a 1-0 goal.
I think Wolves will be relieved that, finally, Jimenez got on the score sheet.
Yeah.
I think when he scores, Wolves start winning.
And the thing is that the difference between Southampton and Wolves have better quality compared to Southampton.
Mm.
I
Yeah, Wolves
mean,
have better quality.
Southampton
The,
literally are playing with kids and old bones actually, and Wolves actually have some quality players.
and the goalkeeper came up with some pretty good stops of
Hmm.
him. He
Oh,
stopped.
Jose Sa, right? Jose Sa or
Mm.
Jose Sa.
Yeah, he
These
made some good stops.
these some good stops, yeah. And Wolves again. Again, it's just a 1-0 game. I mean, they need to learn how to put balls again inside the back of the net.
Yeah,
This was against a Southern team. I mean, Southern team which is literally doesn't have any players. I mean, they're going to go to January and they're going to make some. And I definitely think they need to make some buys if they want to stay in Premier League in January, because with
yeah.
this
I think
this current squad does not look good to survive the Prem this year.
yeah, exactly. I think they need a good striker. Because
Mm.
they are like they made a big mistake by letting Danny go.
Dannings go, but Dannings wanted to go. He doesn't want to stay in Southampton. He wanted to go to a big
But
team.
still, they should have like replaced him with a good striker. But
Exactly, that's what I think.
they got a player from Championship. But yeah, he will take time to adjust to the
Yeah,
Premier League.
at least
While
get a
he,
player from Fulham or something. Get Alexander. I mean that Mitrovic.
yeah,
Get that
Mitrovic,
guy.
yeah,
They could get
someone
those
like that.
players.
Yeah, who has experience
He's
in the Premier
yeah.
League.
He's his profile is very much similar to Danny Ings. He scores a lot of goals. He could have done. He has a little bit of Premier League experience, so he could have done good.
Yeah, he has experience of Premier League. Yeah, he could have done well. But this guy, I think he will take time to adjust to the Premier League,
Mm.
and by the time it will be too late.
It'll be too late. That's what I think too. Last match of the day. I mean, not last match of the day. We had Crystal Palace Brighton. Yeah, last match of the day. Crystal Palace
Yeah,
Brighton. The last I love that shit house from Maupay after getting that final goal. It was absolutely it was nice to watch that game. The last
yeah,
5 almost on the last touch of the ball he scores that goal.
he scored it. Ah, it was a good finish too.
Yeah, it was a dead rubber match the whole game actually. To be frank, I mean I
Mm.
saw Brighton
Yeah.
moving the ball pretty well and Crystal Palace defending for their lives. And
Mm.
again, Zaha was pretty good. They had some
Yeah,
bright moments, and they missed a lot of, I would say 1 or 2 goals. But again, Brighton were pretty good again. I mean, not pretty good. They were moving the ball pretty well,
yeah,
but they're not finding the
and
net.
they got chances to Welbeck. I think Welbeck should have finished that goal.
Hmm.
Yeah, he just got a nudge and he fell down. I think he
Yeah,
should have
yeah.
finished that.
He should have finished that. And to be honest, Brighton again, they move the ball pretty well. They have the good XGs, they have good amount of shots and good game. And this was coming. This was actually coming. I knew
Yeah,
there's going to be a goal, but at the last moment, Neil Maupay scores and
they got it. At
and
least they
they
get a
lose the
point
game.
of it.
Yeah, I mean they have
But they,
Maupay is a good striker, and you give him
yeah,
a ball. That was a great pass actually. That was a great pass too.
yeah, it was a good pass,
Yeah,
and it
and
was a
he
great
he
finish.
pushed that game.
Off.
Yeah, and but rest of the match was dead rubber for me. These both. So yeah,
But
1-1.
If
Hmm?
Brighton had won this match, they would have top of the table.
They were top of the table. I would have preferred that, to be honest. Rather than seeing Liverpool at the top of the table, I prefer Brighton. You know,
Yeah,
I generally would have preferred Brighton there because then Liverpool can't say we are top of the table. Then no,
exactly.
that's much better than seeing. See, I would literally say see Brighton at the top of the table. Do you think the Brighton will win the Premier League? No, that's how I could at least told something. But Liverpool fans are going to be over my head this whole week. Hope they lose the next match or draw something. Yeah, I can't see them, and I can see them. They're literally, DMing me the whole shit house either from yesterday. So,
Yeah, they started to coming. Yeah,
and Arsenal fans. I mean, from nowhere. Yesterday, I got 2 Arsenal
yeah,
fans texting
popping.
me back. We are back. We are back.
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
yeah, sure. I
But
mean,
it's good. Everyone should be back. Then it's lost.
yeah, that's the thing. Then I was talking to an Arsenal fan the other day, and he was like, "We didn't have a fuller squad. Now we have a fuller squad, and now we can actually challenge teams. You see how we beat Spurs. Yeah, we are going to be dominant. This we're going to end up in top 4." I was like, "Where
We'll
is
end up
this
in top
confidence?
four.
I was like, where is this confidence coming from by beating a Spurs?" He was like, "No, we are going to genuinely be somewhere around top 4, at least in Europa League." I was like, "Sure, we'll see how long that goes." I think we covered all the games then, Gokul. This was
Yeah,
a
we completed all
bad
the
weekend
games.
for us, but it was overall a great weekend. I
Bad
hope
weekend for us.
it was a bad weekend for us. Absolutely bad weekend for us. I think this is the first time Tuchel got showed up, and it was a bit heartbreaking that we are not still at the level of Man City. It's too hard to see.
Yeah.
I mean, they have been dominating Premier League for a far long time. It's time to have new kings, but yeah,
Yeah.
this is what it
But
is.
it's not the end of the road.
It's not the end of the
Still,
road. And we have great matches to look forward to in Champions League next week.
yeah, I hope it will be a lot more exciting.
Hope and we have great with Juventus. I mean, Juventus are not doing that well, I think, but I think
Yeah,
it
they're
should be good.
struggling too.
Yeah, I mean they're letting 2 goals from Sampdoria, so I think it should be
Yeah,
easier
I
for
think
us.
we should be winning that match. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going to take it granted. I'm not going to take it granted. There's still a good. I mean, they still have Chiellini and people. So, and they have
Yeah.
good managers. So let's be honest. And this is Champions League. Anything can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen.
And I generally want Chelsea to actually come in. At least go a distance till quarters or semis. With Tuchel, I really want them to do something extraordinary. But yeah, I think this is it. We are done with this last week's all matches. I mean, thanks, Gokul. It's been great again. Great again. This week I really hurt me, but again a great week of games. Great week of games.
And that's Premier League for you.
That's
It's
Premier
never,
League.
never
Yeah,
easy.
never easy. All right, guys. Please like, share, and subscribe us. We'll keep getting you all the contents and all the match reviews, previews, week in, week out. Till then,
Yeah, exactly.
signing off. Bye bye.
Bye.